Woo! Hooray! How are we doing, everybody? We good? We good? I'm probably more energetic today because this is how I feel like after kind of finishing a character design. Well, when I say finishing, I mean like, you know, you're kind of seeing it all. Like she's not finished. Fan Tasia is not finished, but you know, she's pretty like 95% done, you know. And it's so exciting. It's really good to see all the work come together and all those hours. All those hours spent. Time well spent, yes. And like I said, she's going to be for another project I have on at the moment as well. So yeah, it's really just, you know, doing two projects at once, which is really good too. Alright, now we're going to go back over. I just have a couple of things I want to tweak on this design page. I'll leave the fan there for reference. Obviously, I'm like, yeah, not too stoked about the gold engravings at the moment. I'm thinking we may have to get rid of Sir Topcap, but I mean, I'm going to try not to, but he does seem quite out of place, but also, I mean, all of it seems out of place. So I'll have to go through and, but yeah, there'll be some sort of gold engraving on there. So at the moment, that's just a placeholder, and then we'll just do that for now. Just give me like 2 seconds, just gotta... Alright, I'm back. Let's tuck my doggo in. She's sitting next to me on her bed. She's such a good girl. Anyway, back to what we're doing. So basically, I want to just make sure I get the hood contents over on the front side as well, so you can kind of see what there is going to be seen. And then that's pretty much it, like, you know. And potentially like erasing this as well. Is it on? Yeah, it's on this layer. Cool. So you could just probably get rid of like it now, actually, whilst I'm here. Just neaten it up a little bit. It could still have like a little bit of a glow effect. I mean, I don't think it really needs it, to be honest. It might be a bit too much, but yeah, that's pretty much it kind of cleaned up. Anywho, let's just, yeah, lock those. I want... Where's the... Okay, that's the hood front. So... I don't really need that part. I need these 3 things. Okay, I don't need that either. Get rid of that now. These 3 items. Let's just merge them together as well, I think. Actually, no, we'll keep them separate. I'll just, yeah, just copy them. Duplicate. But, I need them to all be the same. There we go. Okay. T. I'm gonna flip it because obviously it's got to be flipped. Okay. Yeah, that's a good point. Actually, I think I was gonna have the back of the hood as well, so it would line up, but that's okay. I think I could probably do it from sight, perhaps. Ish, maybe, potentially. I think it's probably about there-ish that you'd see stuff. So now we've got to... what I'll do, I'll join these ones together. I will then lock all those. We'll join these ones together because it's going to make it a lot easier to erase all this stuff. So now I can, yeah, erase these bits because I've made them a bit more see-through so I can see where I want to erase specifically. I just like to start by kind of doing like a rough kind of edge part. We'll erase all of the book from there along the here. So then when I can do this, I can just go right. So pretty much everything in this kind of vicinity needs to go because you can't see it. So for that, I'm going to use the lasso make it a lot easier to just, yeah, pretty much get rid of it. And then I can follow my neatly made path. Just delete it. And then we've pretty much got most of that. So you can only really see, you can't really see the book at all actually, which is, yeah, which is about right, which is good. Okay. So then we just, yeah, have the crystal and that whatnot. Like the good thing is, this is why the back view is so important, so you can see everything. But you can still see a bit of the crystal and a bit of the burger, which is nice. And then after I've finished doing just erasing this bit basically, we're going to do some poses, because poses are fun. I think I did too much there, too much erasing. Sometimes it's hard. I've probably got too big of an eraser right now, but that's okay. We can just go over it again in a minute. There we go, that's pretty good. And then I'll get a smaller one and go back over it soon. Yeah. There we go. It's a little tricky to see with the orange on the orange. Okay, I'm going to zoom right in. Get up close and personal with the detail. And yeah, just try and get as close as I can. There's probably a better way to do it, but this is just how I do it. Yeah. So yeah, and then once this is done, I have kind of two sort of different pose ideas for Fantasia at the moment. They're more sort of stemming from the idea that I'm going to be using her in a particular project I've got. So the pose kind of will be based more towards that, but they're still relevant for her as well. Like when you're doing character design, you got to think like, how are they going to stand? What are they going to do? Like, and particularly in her case, she's got like this giant fan weapon. Like, how is she going to use it? How's she going to move around with it? Well, we've already kind of discussed how she's going to use and move around with it, but now I get to kind of show you a bit more rather than say, yep, she's going to do this. So yeah, obviously she has magic hands, so she can magic hand move it around, but like it's still the movement and the pose that's important, so you guys can visually see what I'm thinking as well, which is going to be good. Because yeah, you got to think like if they're a bigger or a bulkier character, they're probably going to move a bit slower because they've got a lot more mass to move and stuff like that. Or if they've got like a heavy object, like technically in Fantasia's case, the fan would be quite heavy for her, so she'd be quite slow and potentially even dragging it if she didn't have like magic to help keep it afloat or like not touching the ground or something like that. But yeah, because she has magic, she uses the magic to move it, so she's actually not touching it particularly anyway. Otherwise, if she didn't have magic, she'd be probably dragging it across the floor. Because it'd be quite heavy considering the size. Like the size, like this thing's huge. Like that's it folded. Like that'd be pretty. It'd be a good 20 kilos. I mean, you could carry it, but it'd be taxing to carry a long way. And like that's how big it is when it's open. Like it'd take like 2 people to open that manually, I'd say. So yeah, just bits and pieces to think about it. Sometimes you got to think about practically, sometimes you don't. In this case, it's a little bit of practicality, but about maybe 15%. So yeah, there we go. We have the contents of the hood. Just wondering. Okay. Yeah. I see what I did there, and that's not ideal. Hang on. It's alright, quick fix time. Because I mean it is in front of this, so that's okay. Quick fix time. It's okay. I'll fix it quickly. See if I just like literally, I think it's nearly the same color even this bit. Huzzah! Quick fix. There we go. Now it's in front of the thing. It doesn't look like it is, but it definitely is. Alright. Then yeah, the crystal is fine where it is. Yeah. It almost looks a little bit odd not seeing the book even just a little bit behind her neck, but that's just where I positioned it. So that's where it's gonna stay. But yeah, let's get that. I wanna now, where's the front bit? Here. Cool. I want to now copy it to the front part. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Let's just call this front color. So I know. I can't spell, doesn't matter. You won't see it anyway. I know what I'm talking about. Oh. Why is there numbers in front of this? What did I do? What did I do to this file? I don't know. I don't know what I did. Anyway, it's alright. Yeah. Actually, we'll do a little bit of cleanup as well. So, yeah, that's the back of the hood. So, okay. If I just put this as hood, then I know what it is. And don't go, what's layer 4? Then the back, then we've got the other names, color reference, and the fans. I mean, they're pretty obvious to see from the little icons anyway. And they're not going to stay on this page anyway, so I'll probably delete them soon. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, well, I don't know what that layer is. I probably need to get rid of that. Okay, yeah, that was just sketching stuff. Cool. There we go. Pretty much. There we go. Alright, let's just do a quick save. Hooray! Okay, then that's the fan design. And then now what we want to do, because we're going to do some posing stuff, I want to get a new file. I like to use like an A3 size canvas. Yeah, I mean, I should use vector layers, but I don't, so that's why I use big canvas. It's not the biggest canvas I've used, but yeah, we'll do that, and we'll do like a horizontal one. Because yeah, like I said, I've got two pose designs. I've got basically one that would be beneficial for it to be horizontal, and there will be one that would look better as vertical. I honestly don't know which one's going to look better at the moment, but we'll see. We'll see. So sketching stuff. I'll start with a white background as always. Get new layer, and then I just like to pick like a lighter color, so we might even use this blue to do sketching in. Kind of like similar to like an animation kind of pencil. They use like a blue and red and stuff like that. Except that blue is really not going to help me. We might use the red. Yeah, that's going to be better. Okay. And a thicker pencil. Okay. Cool. There we go. We're all set up. So basically, pose number 1 is I like to call it a peacock because it's going to resemble that sort of shape. I mean, look, the pose itself of her is going to be kind of boring, but I feel like the detail in the fan might actually still help. It'll be similar to like a sunrise kind of vibe and whatnot. So basically the whole gist of it was, let's just draw stick figure for now. Stick figure says, this is Fan Tasia, and then her fan is going to be in the background, like coming out like this. Hence why it looks like a peacock. So basically her fan would be coming out in the back, like behind her, and her hands are basically going to be like magically holding it open, so that, like, you know, this probably will be glowing or something like that, I don't know. And then it will be spread out at the back, around the back part. At least that was the first pose design. So that was going to be like her with her open fan. The second one I had, which is going to be better vertical, was going to be her. So it was going to be closed. So it's going to be closed like this, and there was going to be her stick figure again. This is probably not the best way to draw it. So her leg's going to be in front a little bit, and her arm is going to be kind of like this, and that one's going to be down. So that's her right hand side. That's her right hand side, and that's her left arm. And well, that was going to probably be up a little bit more, something like that. That's kind of what I was thinking anyway. So yeah, hence this would look better vertical. Hence this one would look better horizontal canvas. Obviously, it doesn't particularly matter, but that's just what I was thinking. So I might start, I don't know, we'll start with the horizontal one since I've got the canvas ready and everything. So let's delete all that and we'll start again on a new layer. So basically, we can even cheat a little bit. Let's get the other file open as well. This file. And what we're going to do is, because I dare say the base will be still, yeah, I think that's it there. That was the base for her. So then we can basically take this little puppet and control V. Oh no, not the clothes. Oh goodness. And then take it, we'll place it here. Wait for it to not have a heart attack. Oh, hang on, I thought I had the lasso tool. I did not. We'll get rid of this because we don't want it. So then hopefully, yeah, cool, that's going to be just it there. Okay, so now what I want to do is probably like maneuver this to be a better shape because obviously this shape is very boring. If we're talking why it's boring, it's because everyone will tell you a straight line is boring, and that's basically like if you were to draw a line for our pose, that's what it would look like. So if it was like this, that'd be like, oh wow, that's way more interesting. Obviously it's still going to be quite vertical, but I'm going to see what I can do to maybe like something with the legs, because we don't want to be too symmetrical either. You want to have some kind of differences as well. Makes it a little bit better, I suppose. Like I said, I'm not a professional. I just try and act like I know what I'm talking about. So we'll see if we can potentially like something. Try and keep it roughly correct on one sort of side. There we go. And we'll get this side as well. Maybe not as much. You know, I've had an idea. I'm thinking I'm going to use the reference idea. Do I have that? Hang on. Let me just. I've got an idea. Yeah, hang on. Let me just grab one of my older art chibi pieces. Where is it? Let's have a look. Because I think the pose would do quite well for this sort of thing. Where is it? Bear with me one moment. There it is. Here we go. So, this is, I don't know if I had this on my debut PowerPoint or not. I probably didn't. This is one of the chibi prints that I did a while ago. It's Gibril from No Game No Life. So yeah, I think this pose is probably going to be pretty good for Fan Tasia right now, like with the fan opening. If we're talking like the stick thing, like the line thing again, it would kind of be like a little bit curvy, but it's not going to be like, it's still pretty straight. But there is like, you know, the hips. I could probably, because it's a chibi, it's a little bit harder to see some of the features, but like we could probably, you know, tilt the hips and the shoulders and stuff like that to make sure it actually looks more correct in that case. But yeah, that's probably the reference we're going to use. So let's see if we can maybe maneuver this as much as I can to replicate that. I feel like maybe this leg probably is going to have to move a bit. Let's see. Let's tilt it in a little bit. Hopefully not too much. Yeah, that's probably going to be happy with that. Yeah, the other leg's going to have to be probably redrawn. Because, yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to make that. Oh, I mean, I could try. I could try. Let's have a look. See, the good thing about this is, like, I've got, like, the knees and stuff. It's, like, similar to, like, a puppet sort of thing. I mean, the arms aren't as much, but, yeah. Well, because, like I said, this was an attempt at a VTuber model, so this is why it kind of looks like this. Let's try and get this part. See if I can make it not look silly. And maybe a little bit too much. What we can do is potentially not have it like identical to that pose, but we can have like some of the legs doing some funky stuff just to make it look a little bit different. Yeah. I might be able to turn it just a little bit more. Okay, there's that bit, and now let's get this bit. Let's see if we can do something with it without it looking like it's broken. Something like this would probably be alright, but move this up a little bit. Let's have a look. Maybe even a little bit more. Okay, okay, okay. It's looking okay. It's looking terrible, but it's okay. It's alright. Once we get the pose, it'll be everything will be okay. Everything's gonna be okay. I promise. Maybe just a little bit. Why do I have it about there? Yeah, cool. Let's change that a little bit. And then I mean, obviously, yeah, the hips are going to be tilted, so that's going to look a bit funny for now. As for the arms, though, what do we have? Yeah, stuff like that. That's. I mean, we could try. Could try doing something like that. I nearly needed to kind of keep these on separate layers. Would have been easier if I'd used the other one, but this one's the right size for her. I think this one was actually higher, so make sure we have the shoulder height in there. Even a little bit more. And we'll bring that one down as well. But let's just maybe get this one right first. Posing is hard. Trying to make it look right is difficult. Like, I'm trying to just get myself a reference at the moment. And it's being difficult. So, yeah, like, don't feel like it's easy. It's not. I promise it's not. I'll turn this even more, because then I might even, like, move it down a bit. Move the arm down a bit as well. Like in the hands as well. The hands are, oof. They're placeholders at the moment. They are placeholders at the moment. Although I could probably use those hands. So, I don't know. Yeah. The other thing I wanted to do was like have her coat like be like floating like upwards, you know, like those magic wavy coat things that look like that. That's also something I wanted to kind of do as well. Yeah. What I might even do is to save some grief Let's copy and paste this arm, but change it a little bit natural. Oh, that's not the button. And then, yeah, we'll copy paste it, flip it around if canvas doesn't want to die, and we'll move it a little bit down as well. To be like she's kind of trying to keep her balance as well while she's in the air. Something like that. Okay. See how much more interesting this looks now rather than her just standing there? I mean, obviously it's still a bit kind of, you know, not fantastic, but that's okay. Yeah, the other thing we might even do is we might even tilt like her whole presence. Hang on, I forgot that. Yeah, we're not joined together. If we even just tilt her just a little bit as well, it'll really help already try and do the shoulders a bit. But maybe not too much, just a little bit. And then what we can do is we'll get from like a little bit closer from like the torso upwards and then kind of put it that way. Like kind of straighten it a bit and even maybe a little bit unstraighten. There we go. So then we've kind of somewhat got, like obviously when I draw it, we've got this doing this and this doing this. Perfect. That's what you want. You want the hips, because normally they're straight, but when the shoulders move one way, the hips move the other way. Yeah, that's just how it is. Don't ask questions, it's just how it is. Okay. Heck, we might even move this leg up a little bit more as well. That's gonna ruin my line art, that's okay. I could probably just, yeah, do it and it'll be fine. It'll be fine. But yeah, that's just a fact. If we just move this whole thing up a bit. Trying to, yeah. Okay. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna just re-add this part of the leg back in. So I know that it's there. There we go. Okay. Oh no, that red line's still there. Hang on. Let me get rid of it. Oh no, I can't get rid of it. Hang on. Okay, that's okay. Let me just redo this leg part again. Oh. Move it up. Move it out a little bit as well, even maybe. Maybe. That might be a little bit much. Maybe not. No. I don't know. I'm just playing with puppets at the moment. This is a puppeteer. Oh no, I'm the puppeteer, she's the puppet. No, I think it's okay, because it'll also help with the center line becoming like around a bit more. Obviously this is not perfect, but it'll do. It'll do. What I might do now even is just like when this had nothing on it. Let's move this. I'll lock this now, and then I'm gonna like kind of redraw the pose with the red to make it look a little bit nicer, and then I can draw over the red again. If that makes any sense. So yeah, so pretty much got her there. So her shoulder's gonna be somewhat up a little bit more. And this one's gonna be like down a little bit more. And then let's just draw this first so I can see, because obviously that doesn't look very good because we're gonna add like the other flesh part in. So this will now, okay, so that was meant to be at the back. Okay, so this is meant to come over this side a little bit more. Not that she's really got much of a chest, but it is meant to be more over sort of here-ish. So then this part has the that bit there, if that makes any sense to you guys. I'm not speaking sense at the moment, but you'll see what I mean. You'll see what I mean. Oh no, where's my little cursor? Oh no, it's gone. There it is. So yeah, let's just even. Yeah, she really doesn't have much chest at all. And then this probably even needs to come in a little bit more as well, so then we can bring it out more. Because the hip's going to be up here, so this is going to be higher. This part down here is going to be higher here. Yeah. That's going to be here. Try and get that right somewhat. Somewhat. Like, yeah, once you've got like the rough pose kind of thing going, you'll see a bit. Yeah, this will come over as well. Yeah, okay. Erase this a little bit as well. Try and get that line happening a bit better. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Look, these arms probably don't matter too much because they're gonna have like big sleeves over them, but it's still good to get it right though, if you can. Like for lazy people like myself, getting things right if you're not gonna see it, i.e. this case, is yeah, the lazy way, but it's good. Oh, hello Churro, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome. We're drawing a pose for Fan Tasia. So yeah, we're drawing a pose for my big project. I'll announce the project once I've drawn this. You're gonna eat just food, or is it like lunchtime or dinner or breakfast? Breakfast time? Ah, okay. I have eaten, yes, I have had lunch. It's very tasty. Luncheon. Love it. Yeah. That roughly right as well. This potentially will look weird, but oh well. We'll figure it out when we get there. Okay. We're drawing Fan Tasia, but we're getting a pose first. So I'm pulling reference from this art piece I did a while ago, plus this, plus this. So we got a lot of references open. Actually, I haven't actually saved this file yet. Let me just do that right now. What is it? Fan Tasia. There we go, that'll do. Fan Tasia Post 1. So yeah, I'm just trying to get the anatomy right because this is proving more difficult than I thought. I haven't done this kind of drawing in a while. But that's okay, we'll get it right. We'll get it right eventually. Yeah. Don't you do loading Wheel of Death on me. No. No thank you. I'm good. There we go. Another thing I like to do as well is try and see where things are gonna, you know, be. In this case, it's gonna be this and probably here-ish somewhere. Yeah. This is a bit tricky, but you just gotta keep going until you get it right. Because once this is right, then you can just do the fun bit, which is just the drawing, all the fun stuff. And, you know, like drawing the clothes and the details and all the fun stuff. Yeah. And then, yeah. Super good day too. I got a package. It's cute. I was really happy when I got a package. Like, it's like Christmas when you get a package nowadays, isn't it? It feels like Christmas when you get like a parcel in the mail. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, it's so exciting. It's like Christmas come early. At least that's what it feels like to me. At least, yeah, that's what it feels like to me. I like packages in the mail. It's super fun. Yeah. So once I've kind of done most of this like red sort of layer, I will take the backing sketch off and see how terrible it looks. Because it's gonna look weird, but that's okay. We'll get there. I'll put like a little line somewhat there. Hopefully it doesn't look too bad, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. It's a bit high actually. Center line somewhere around there-ish. I'm gonna try and make a masterpiece. I'll show you a little secret I'm working on. I haven't finished it, but I'll show you what my other project that I'm working for is. Remember this? Remember this character? Yeah. I'm just gonna cover that. Anyway, yeah. She's getting there. Yeah, that's gonna be like her pose. That's like her action pose, if you will. But yeah, that's what she's going for at the moment. You don't remember villain version of me? Okay, fair enough. Basically, this is what I would look like if I was a bad person, like a bad guy. I just call her villain. It's villain Karu, but I just call her villain. But yeah, villain version. Yeah, yeah. Let me hang on. Hold my beer. See? Villain Karu. Villain version. Villain version. Why do I still look fabulous as a baddie? Because I designed it? I don't know. I suppose because the backstory I gave her, which is why her design looks kind of harsh. Well, the whole thing was, I was talking about it with some colleagues at work and they're like, oh, you should do like a villain version. I was like, okay, yeah. The thing is, I'm like already got a lot of darker colors on my design right now, so a villain version with lighter colors is going to be very difficult to achieve. But what I did was basically was like, right, she's cursed, she's getting pixels slowly taking over her, like in her body and stuff like that, and then I inverted the colors. So instead of purple and yellow, it's pink and green. And there you go. Long story short, this is what we ended up with. So yeah. But anyways, I'm gonna get law drops, yeah. When I get mad, this is what I look like. Nah, alright, let's get back to work. Back to it. Because I want to at least get the post done before I have to go. Oh man. So yeah, we're gonna try and get this pose done. Look, I'll do the hands like they are for now, but they're not gonna stay like this because these look terrible. I don't even know why I accepted these. I mean, I am the one that drew them, so I only have myself to blame. But yeah, they will definitely be changed. Absolutely. Even because they're just placeholders at the moment. They're not looking great. They're just so we have hands, so we can see where hands are gonna be. Yeah. Yeah, and then because we'll probably have to tweak like the torso or something, knowing me. It'll be weird looking, I'm sure. But yeah, hopefully not too bad. Alright, okay, time for the reveal. That's not terrible. Already I can see the chest is wrong. It's not terrible. Well, no, I haven't. I have not done like a Karu, an enemy of Karu, because I don't think there would need to be an enemy. I don't want to have any enemies. I want to like everybody. But I mean, I suppose we could try something like that. Maybe it'll be interesting to see. Aw, thank you. Look, yeah, I can kind of see the chest is meant to be on an angle, because currently at the moment the shoulders are on an angle, but the chest is still like this, and that doesn't look very good. So we need to either like move the arms and the shoulders a bit, or we need to move the chest, and I think moving the chest is probably going to be the better sort of route to go down. Because I was doing it and I was like, man, this actually looks very, very like high up. It should not really be that high up. Let's see. Yeah, even that looks like 20 times better. Because yeah, the chest line should not go like above the armpit sort of thing. Go some of the air without enemies. Yeah, I try. This is, yeah. No enemies today. James, welcome. Oh god, you did pick a brilliant time to show up, didn't you? We're talking about anatomy. It's educational, so we can talk about chest all we like. Because I got to actually get it right. But yeah, so I might even like erase down a bit as well, because this, I mean, yeah. Yeah, we need to do some work here. This is this waist. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's gonna be. That side's fine. It's just this side I don't like. It is educational. That is correct. We're talking about the chest area in the anatomy pose that I'm drawing right now, and I'm trying to get it to look like a proper chest and not like a what is that, basically. About this chest. So no, actually, this is going to be a pose for Fan Tasia, and then. I mean, I did already explain this, but that's okay. I'll explain it again for you guys. So basically, we're going to make her look like a peacock. So she's going to look like this, and then her fan's going to be spread out in the background like that. But better than that. Yeah. That's pretty much the short of it. Yeah, and then there's another pose idea I had, but I haven't developed that yet. So, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, peacock, yeah. Yeah, like that. Exactly like that. Yeah. Now look, with the anatomy though, I am, you know, there's going to be some professional that's going to watch this later and go, what the heck is she doing? And I'm going to be like, yeah, this is exactly how you do it. This is exactly how I want to do it. But yeah, look, you try and get it as best right as you can to your ability, and I know my abilities aren't perfect, so we'll just see how we go. Slime probably needs to come up a bit more. So it actually shouldn't be that far down, I don't think. And then if that one's lower, this is going to be up higher a little bit. It's about the balance. Gotta get the balance right. The balance. A 1-year-old down a hallway? What? Ah. Yeah, so this is a Fan Tasia pose. So yeah, we've been just still talking about the chest. So you really haven't missed much if you look to the diagram on my screen. This is about where we're at. I mean, it's nearly right. It's getting there. It's nearly right. Yeah, it's getting there. So I mean, look, hypothetically speaking, it should somewhat be like this. Even. But I mean, look, she's really not supposed to have a big of a chest because she's a younger person, therefore not as developed chest. If that makes any sense. But yeah, I think, okay, we could probably even bring it in a little bit. In. Yeah, it's very important that you get the details right. You gotta get the details right. So then I even need to bring the arm out a little bit more, yeah. There we go. It's not perfect, but you're not gonna see it, so it doesn't matter. The coat's gonna cover it. But yeah, look, it's as long as the shapes are there, you'll kind of get it right. Do we even maybe even try and turn it a bit more? Potentially. Or even a bit more. Bit more, maybe? Yeah. Something like that. Something like that. Something. Something similar to this. Yeah, the legs are very not happy with those, but that's okay. We might. They might even be. I think it's like a torso's not long enough. We need to like bring this down a little bit even. It's okay. Sometimes this happens. You just gotta work through the motions. Work through the motions. Not too much, just a little bit more. Yeah, and then what I'm gonna do as well is make her legs a bit shorter. Yeah. There we go. Such elegance on the pose. Yeah. Yeah. Because she's basically got her fan spread out in the background, so yeah. It's probably going to come in more. Yeah, see if we can refine that. Okay. Yeah, look, the chest is not great, but you're really not going to see it anyway. It's just there so I can make sure I get the viewpoints right when I do the clothing. Those arms look very long. They look really long. She floating. She is floating. Absolutely. Just a little bit. With her magic. Yeah. This is, yeah, very... Yeah, I mean... I might need to just... I don't know. Because this one's at, like, the back a little bit more, so I'm thinking I might make it a bit shorter lengthwise. Just wondering if we could... Nah, that's not going to do anything. There you go. Okay. Yeah, I think it looks a bit better. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Let's just make sure we save it, because I've done a bit of work on that now. Okay, saved. Fear not, it has been saved. Gotta draw the head on as well. Head. Yeah, exactly. It's literally just a reference at best, you know. Heck, even we might even because we have this. Maybe. I mean, we could turn the head a bit. Nah. Yeah. Fear not, we have saved. It's okay. Saved has happened. Yeah. So this is a chibi gibral from No Game No Life that I drew a while ago. It's a print I made. Yeah. I've done a few. I won't show them all. I think there's some on my Instagram. I mean, I could post them on Twitter later. Yeah, if I can be bothered. You'll probably see them every now and again because I use them as references every now and again. Because sometimes I just like the pose and you've got to recycle it, you know what I'm saying? You gotta recycle the pose a little bit. Yeah. Recycle the pose. Okay. And then we've got... Alright, let's get rid of that. There we go. Head looks a bit funny, but that's okay. It always looks funny like that. Exactly. Don't fix it if it ain't broken. If the pose looks... Well, it's not the exact pose, but it's similar. Similar. Like, it's going to, obviously, because she's not a chibi, so it's going to look a little different. Yeah. I was thinking we should probably also... Since I'm in the midst of adjusting things, let's make this a bit smaller. Because it's going to be at the back a little bit more, but that's not what I want to do. Yeah, I guess that might work. Something like that. Yeah. Okay, actually I might turn the head a little bit. I might do that too. And rotate it a little bit. There we go. Yeah. So then we've got this way, then this way, then this way. Cool. Yeah. The nom 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 nom. Well, I mean, I might be packing up soonish because, yeah, schedule's a little bit tight, unfortunately, but I did manage to squeeze a stream in. But I mean, you could always watch the bit that you didn't get to see if you want to. Yeah. So let's just do a save there. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I might start doing some rough, like, parts of her, adding some rough parts on. We could do that. Could start doing that. Yeah. Let's have a look. So I know I wanted her coat to kind of flare like right out. Obviously it's not going to be that big, but yeah, I know I wanted to flare right out like with her fan. So it's almost gonna end up like somewhat like a circle with her coat flaring out and then the fan starting sort of thing. But yeah, obviously it's probably not going to flare out that much. And it's going to have a shape to it. It's not just going to be straight line. Something like that. Flowing in the wind, yeah! You know, like those, you know when like an anime character like has like a long coat and they're floating and they're like starting to like charge up their like super attack or something like that? It's gonna look like that. That's the kind of idea I'm going for. Something like that. So it's gonna be like not symmetrical, but it's gonna look pretty cool. So this one might be something like that sort of shape, and this one's going to be down and curving over, because yeah. So then we'll have the front part. I'll have to get the sizing right as well, because I don't think I've got the size quite right. We could maybe even have... yeah, that's probably better. That's something like that, and that can be the base bit. Trying to just see the shapes going. See how we go. Let's just get something a little bigger so we can kind of see what we've got. This is the fun part, getting the clothes. You know, getting them really flowy. Like you gotta exaggerate the clothes a bit sometimes, like this. You know, you gotta make it real big and bold. There we go. Yeah, and then the back is gonna be quite like up high as well. So, I mean, this probably needs to come over just a little bit more over the front. And maybe this one as well could come over a little bit more. Potentially. We'll have to see how that shape kind of looks in a minute. Then yeah, the back part is going to be... oh, that looks terrible. It's a bad sketch. So we'll continue the back line from that so I can kind of see sort of everything. Some lines in there as well. Get this one. 'Cause this is gonna be here-ish. Yeah. Like one of those big wavy skirts, like when you spin around it all like flares out like a circle. That's kind of what we're going for, somewhat. But yeah, something like that. Line there as well, so we can have that come over. Okay, let's clean this up a little bit, because it looks a little messy. And I can't really see everything that I need to see at the moment. Let's get all this out of the way. There. This one. I think, yeah, this one's looking really good. I like this side better now. And then, yeah, something like that. Yeah. Okay. Let's draw this up here, because yeah, it was like comes up to like there-ish. Yeah. It's probably a bit long, but well, it's alright. Got to exaggerate it. We might bring this up just a little bit curve-wise, so it kind of flows a little better onto that sort of thing. There we go. That'll also help with the length problem that I've got at the moment that I don't like. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. Sketching. Fun. It doesn't look too bad. Looks pretty alright. Alright, I'm just wondering, it probably needs to curve just a little bit more. Just a little bit more even, yeah. Same with this one, they're very, very straight. Very straight. Even maybe bring that line over a bit. Yeah, that might help with the curving a bit more. Yeah. Yeah. There we go, that's a fair chunk of the coat done. We'll just save that as well. There we go. And then our sleeves will potentially be doing something similar as well, because they'll be covering like here. So we might have them. We could potentially even show them this way, actually. Do something like this. So now I had our sleeves quite big as well. Sketching hard. Sketching's hard. And I'm just complaining, but sketching's hard. There you go. Something like that. Yeah, let's go back to here. Yeah, they're quite long. Yeah. Okay. That's okay. Yeah, we can. And then that's gonna probably be wider as well. This is meant to be widerish. That's okay. I've got lots of time we can work on this. I'm not in any rush. The project can wait. The project has time. Let's get this other one as well. This one will probably be, because this arm's meant to be more towards the back, so this will be quite over here. As well. Like I said, you weren't going to see most of this arm anyway, that's why I didn't really worry about it as much. Yeah. Really emphasize the sleeves as well. Probably maybe needs to, that'll come down over this a bit as well. There we go. There we go. Hooray! We're getting there. We're making some progress. Progress is good. Progress in the right direction. Yeah. There we go. That's kind of what I'm envisioning at the moment. Alrighty. Yeah. It's looking pretty good, actually. It's looking pretty good at the moment. Yeah. I'm really happy with how it's looking at the moment. It's looking pretty dang good. So yeah, basically is, yeah, I'm going to turn this into this. And make it look alright. Yeah. Hooray. Much flow. Yeah. Is so much good. That's what it is. It's so much good. Yeah. We might leave it there for today because I think I've gone a little bit over time. Whoops. But yeah, that's we'll pick up back here when we. What I could do though, just for funs, before we go, what I'll do is I will put the fan at the back so you can kind of see potentially what I'm going for. going to be bigger though. It's going to be... Hang on. Is that too big? I'll try and... No, that's about right. Okay. That's going to be the size. It's going to be like right behind there. Okay. Hang on, it's loading. Oh, okay, hang on. Oh, one. You probably can't see it very well. It's very big. There you go. Now you can kind of see what I'm going for. Big, yeah. It's big. A fan is huge. Yeah, so something like that is what we're kind of aiming for. Obviously, yeah, still need to draw the rest of the stuff and make the rest of the stuff look nice. But yeah, that's what we're going for. Stuff like that. Yeah. Although it might be further back, so it might be a little bit smaller than that. But yeah, it'll be more refined as well. Yeah. Alright, let's just make sure I save everything that I've been touching today. I probably don't need to save that, but anyway I will. No, I don't need to save that. I don't need to save this either. Because I just used this as a reference. I didn't actually touch anything on it. There we go. So that's probably, yeah, where we're gonna leave things today. But yeah, still obviously got lots more work to do, but we've got to start somewhere. I'm just glad we got most of the anatomy pose done. Yeah, it's the hard part. It's the hard part. But yeah, we'll leave it there, and then we'll come over here. Yeah, we're over here now. Yeah. Don't worry, I saved it, I promise. I saved everything that I needed to save. I did, I promise. Yeah. Yeah, we did well. It's looking good. I know I always say it's looking good, but it's looking good. But yeah, so we're going to do that, and then once this is done, I will announce the project. I mean, it's still like ages away, but yeah. Saving lives and saving files. Yeah. That's right. That's indeed correct. Because, yeah, saving often is just what you gotta do. You just gotta do it. Otherwise, you'll be in trouble one day. Yeah. Yeah, but anyways, well, thank you guys for joining in. Hope you enjoyed the anatomy explanation. Make sure I go keep it educational for you all. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, keep it educational, and then it doesn't matter. You can talk about it as much as you want. Yeah, thanks for joining in, guys. Have a good rest of the day and enjoy your weekend. We'll see how we go streaming wise. But yeah, thanks for joining. Have a good night. Bye. Bye.